right, let's make some Rivet City Salisbury steaks, a favorite of Dr. Lee and the Lone Wanderers. In this bowl, you want 1.5 pounds of ground beef, a third of a can of French onion soup, that's standard 10.5 ounce can, 1 egg and a half a cup of breadcrumbs. And then you want to form this 1.5 pounds of meat into 3 roughly half-pound patties. Oh, also be sure to get a good cast iron pan on the heat. And then you want to season generously with salt and pepper. Again, don't worry too much about adding too much, because again, you're going to lose a lot when you put it in the pan, and then once again, when you flip it over. And again, these are pretty big steaks. And yes, that's part of the reason behind Salisbury steak is, one, we were pretty anti-German after World War I, and hamburger was super cheap. But it also carried the name Hamburg from, again, Hamburg, Germany. So, one night, one diner guy decided to, I guess, trick people, sort of. And he made some patties, threw some of this onion soup gravy mix we're going to make later, and called it Salisbury steak, and the rest, of course, is history. Then you just want to get a cast iron pan over a good heat, and then lay these things in there to cook. And again, season the other side. Once again, don't worry too much about over-seasoning, because you're going to lose a lot when you flip. All right, now there's a debate in this thing. Do we flip them once? Do we flip them multiple times? I subscribe to the school of flip them as many damn times as you will see fit. All right, then you want to cook these till they're about 160 internally. And after that, we're going to be ready for the next step. Okay, steaks are ready. They're done. They're resting. Time to make the gravy. You want to add the rest of the contents of the French onion soup can. Then you want to add a 1/4 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of ketchup, a tablespoon of flour, salt and pepper, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and half a teaspoon of mustard powder. And then grab a whisk and stir until everything is incorporated. And I did let this go about 5 minutes or so. Just getting to the color you like on the heat. But pretty much the last thing to do is plate it up and serve. And then last thing to do is just pour the gravy on top, and that'll pretty much end it. And that's a Rivet City Salisbury steak. A perfect meal to have before you fight a goddamn super mutant behemoth. All right. Rivet City Salisbury steak. Done.